I mean, it's never easy to, when the track is still drying to get, let's say, the best out of it. But that lap felt quite decent, and you can just feel it. The adrenaline is going through your body, and of course, the fans, they all expect you to put it on pole, but it's never that straightforward, and especially not in a qualifying like this.
I kind of like probably what you saw. Sector 1 was mega, an Ayrton 1, an Ayrton 2 and 3. But the middle sector we've struggled all weekend, just into 9 and 10, which is shockingly bad here. Maybe one of the slowest on the track, I would have said. So just these super long corners, just the car hates. Like third gear, long corners. I just struggled so much with the front end of the car, and yeah, I just couldn't get it to bite, couldn't get it to turn, and I lost probably easily 2-3 tenths. I would have said to Max there already.
Yeah, feeling good. It was a really fun session, difficult. Every session these days feels like this when it starts off wet, transition into slicks. Qualifying's been a bit of a weakness for me recently, so the break was really needed. Came in with a fresh set of eyes, and really pleased to be P3 for tomorrow.
In my head, it doesn't make that much sense why we've been quite quick. There is one thing for sure, is this track you need confidence. You need to feel good in the car. The car needs to be not easy to drive, but you need to feel like you're in that flow state. And with these changeable conditions, especially, that adds another layer on top. And the first lap in FP1, I felt good in the car, and when these kind of interchangeable conditions come, I don't think peak downforce is that important. It's more just about being able to use the grip and really getting onto the limit of the car. And the car's been feeling good. It's been very special.
Was that the maximum do you think you could have got today?
Yeah, I think so. I'm happy with the lap, happy with the performance. The car seems a little bit more competitive than the last few events. We brought new parts to this event, and after testing them yesterday, we saw more performance, so happy with that. And I think the P5 of today shows that we are a little bit better.
Yeah, I think we were going to be in the fight for Q3 just to get in, and to be P6 obviously is a decent outcome. We didn't do any mistakes, we did a good quality execution, decent laps here and there, so I think we need to be happy with P6 given our performance this weekend.
Yeah, the conditions were very tricky out there, certainly, and track warming up. I think in the end we didn't choose the best strategy, going for a double push when the track was at its driest, really. I think, but it's always easy to know the strategy afterwards. So, yeah, now let's look forward for tomorrow, because I believe that our car is very good in the race. So hopefully we can make it back onto the podium.
Yeah, just didn't put a good lap together. I think maybe paid a little bit of the price for not getting enough laps in the dry yesterday, to be honest. We were looking good until that, but yeah, just didn't put a lap together when it mattered, and I think just lacking a little bit of reference after yesterday. So a shame to be a bit further back than I would have liked, but clearly the car's still quite quick, and we'll see what we can do in the race.
Have you got any kind of early indications why it's been so difficult around here? Why you've been going off so often?
We don't have yet, no. So we definitely need to look into it, because we are struggling a lot with the car balance, especially. It makes it very difficult for us. But no, we don't have any indications yet.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Obviously, never want to leave the team with a damaged car, and one that's pretty damaged as well. So that's a disappointing part. Plenty of positives going through quali though. I think Q1 was good. When it was all on the line at the end of Q1 or Q2, I was able to put a lap in as well to transfer to Q3, and we've been good all weekend. I felt really good in the dry yesterday. But yeah, I touched the white line, which must have been wet, and there was really no saving it. So yeah, disappointed, and sorry to the team.
It was tricky. I think we put the second set of inters a little bit too early in Q2, and when the track was drying out at the end of Q2, it was already our third lap on that tire, so it was just giving up a little bit of grip, and ultimately I think that's what cost us to get into Q3 today.
We gave it a good shot. We were good in Q1, getting through, and then that Q2 was just super tight, so obviously I think we missed out for 600s. We'll obviously review what we could have done better. I have a couple of things that I think we could have tried and reasons why we just missing that age to get through. But yeah, we're roughly similar to where we were in Spa. So we'll keep working, keep digging, and score points tomorrow. There's a few cars which, even with Logan that put it in Q3, so there'll be a couple of guys out which we'll be fighting, and then I'm confident we'll be in the fight for a few points.
Struggled with the balance of the car. This car was very unstable, very just lack of grip, and so I was just sliding around a lot.
Did you make a load of changes overnight that kind of went in the wrong direction, or was it just the conditions and the way they were changing?
No, we made some change. We did make some changes, thinking it was going in the right direction, but it just didn't work. George was in a different direction, and it seemed to have worked for him. So
4/10
4/10
was missing to make it through.
4/10. That's a lot of time, isn't it, Nico?
That's nothing.
Depends
which industry you're in.
Yeah, true, but in this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the final lap, honestly, it wasn't a good lap, and in the last corner, massive snap. I think I just lost out for Q2, unfortunately, by another finals margin. So, yeah, today was not easy day quality session. Everyone's fighting for the car. It's difficult to get a perfect lapping. So.
Yeah, no, clearly the worst qualifying session of the year. First time getting knocked out of Q1, which is disappointing. But yeah, we were missing, some rear grip with the car since the beginning of the weekend. On dry conditions or on wet conditions, it has been the same story, really. So something for us to dig in and review and understand, why that is in some, precise corners that we saw. So. Yeah, there's still tomorrow, obviously. We've been, starting in the back in the past and coming back in the point. So, hopefully we can, do something like that and progress well.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. I think we couldn't put it all together. I got traffic, multiple places, and pretty frustrated. I think the car had a pace to go through Q3, and I've got enough pace to go through Q3, so. It's pretty, I feel like I didn't maximize it, which is the things I quite hated by myself. You want to always extract performance 100%. So, but it is what it is, and learning for the future.
Yeah, I didn't get any wet laps in FP3, of course, because I damaged the car. So it is what it is. Really, I tried my best in qualifying, but. Wasn't fast enough to get through to Q2.
We'll see with the conditions tomorrow, but I mean the feeling has been good, and the problem is that still in quality the feeling was good, but lap time was slow. So that's we need to find some answers on that. So
yeah, it was very challenging. Obviously, it's very exciting. I firstly I feel for Daniel. Obviously, you never want to see something like this. And obviously for me it's a huge opportunity, so it's very exciting, but it's been a very challenging day, especially with the conditions like this, trying to get used to the end. So I hadn't driven it before, and to be honest, I was feeling pretty comfortable in the first part of quali. Just when it rained again, we put that second set on, I didn't quite extract all of it, so yeah.